What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I am a full-time reseller. I sell primarily on Amazon, a tiny little bit on eBay. Today's another one of our ride-alongs here. We are outside of a thrift store we have never been to. Yes, you and me have never been to this community aid thrift store. It was opened recently about, I guess it really depends what recently means to you. It opened up about 2 months ago, sometime in September. Believe it or not, this is an hour and roughly 15 minutes one way. That's a lot of driving. That's a lot of thinking going on. That's just the reality of having a business that relies on thrift stores. So that's going to be the topic today, right? Are you really cut out for this? Honestly, I have days where I ask myself, I got to go drive an hour and 15 minutes one way. I don't even know if this place even has books, has CDs, has DVDs. But that's the reality of this business. So we'll cover that after we get in here. You guys will see my Scoutly screen tells you whether or not you're buying something. If you're interested in being around crazy cuckoo birds that drive an hour and 15 minutes one way, join the YouTube channel, $2.99, cheaper than a Happy Meal. 5 or 6 coaching calls every single month, private Discord, definitely worth it. Let's get in here. Fingers crossed this place is loaded. The parking lot is pretty empty, which, I don't know, empty parking lots usually aren't a good thing. It is half off at least, so we're gonna save half of our greedy money, so let's go. Back from that wonderful, amazingly hour and 15 minute drive to the community aid. It was decent. It wasn't, I thought it was going to be super busy. It was next to a Walmart and it was actually pretty dead, and they didn't have a lot. It's not something I would drive to every 2 weeks. It's probably a once a month. I'll fit it in with some stores out that way, quick kind of hit store. But we did okay. I can't complain. If I was going out just for that store, would it be worth it? Probably not. I probably broke even on my time and my expected, dollar per hour income that I plan to make. But I hit a bunch of other stores after that. As always, I tell you guys, you just see kind of a fraction of what I do. So I'm going to show you guys a book, CD, DVD. We completed the trifecta. Let me get my screen recorded here. First book we have is Facing the Unexpected, Disaster Preparedness and Response in the U.S. If you're a bookseller, you see something like this on the shelf, it should catch your eyes. Stuff like this, nonfiction, always good to scan every single time. Paperbacks were 50 cents. Sales score of 2. It's never gonna sell, bro. I don't care. We'll send this FBA. No used FBA. We're coming in hot. $29.99. We'll probably get the buy box since it's going to 1952. I basically guarantee you this sells for $29.99 within the next month or two. Guaranteed. all day long. You don't want to listen? That's fine. I'll keep all the money to myself. DVD time. Kids songs. Kids songs are all about things kids love most. You'll sing, dance, laugh along with Kids Songs Kids to all your favorite songs over and over again. It has Dancing in the Street. I mean, that's a good song here. Twist and Shout. Mashed Potato Time. I have no idea what that is, but this is new sealed. Price was $2.99, half off, $1.50. We look at this puppy here. Lowest new FBA, $24.77, $14.40. After fees, after buy costs will make around 12 bucks. New DVDs, tell you all. Listen, right now, I know you got your pen and notepad out taking notes. Scan every new DVD and CD out there. Last one I got for you before we get into the topic. No idea what this is. Toonami, Deep Space Base, Cartoon Network. Wait till you see how much this thing. Fair value of $61.50. Someone's got it listed for 105 bucks. Let me know down in the comments what you would list this as. It's going FBA. If there's no used FBA offers, I'm going to be the used FBA offer. I'll give my 2 cents. While you have already come to your conclusion when you FBA this, how much you're going to list it for. I think I will list this since the fair value is $61.50, even though I really don't care about the fair value. I think I'm going to list this at $49.99, see what happens. I'm into this for $1.50. Anyway, I'm going to 10x my money all day, all night long. Keep the cash flow flowing. Go after the slow-moving stuff. What's the harm? You're paying $1.50. You went on 1 out of every 20, you're still in the profit here. So the topic today, do you really want this life? This is a tough one for me because I'm kind of going to make it seem like doing this sucks. And for the average person, I believe that it does suck. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of, you know, I said it earlier, you only see about 1/10 is probably being generous of my actual business, right? You guys don't see the drives to the storage unit, the drives an hour and 20 minutes one way to get out to these new thrift stores, always changing your routes, finding new routes, building relationships. And that's just kind of just the driving, right? This isn't the prepping, this isn't the sticker peeling, this isn't the listing, this isn't the boxing, this isn't moving the heavy boxes. There's so much more that goes into reselling than what the YouTube world shows, right? So for somebody that's starting out and you're thinking, man, I really want to do reselling full time. Well, are you capable of getting yourself out of bed and making yourself drive an hour and 15 minutes and not knowing what you're going to find? Are you willing to drive, you know, an hour and 15 minutes and find nothing? It's happened to me. It's happened multiple times. I go in a thrift store and there's nothing to be had. The glorious spin that YouTube gives reselling is dangerous because a lot of people out there think this is something that it's not, right? Like, perfect example, this stupid box over here, right? This is all Johnny's paperbacks. I thought, okay, I'm gonna get this shipped out. Throw it in the car, get home, grab my scale, go down with my scale. The box is over 70 pounds. Now I gotta bring it back to the unit, break it down. Sure, I could have brought the scale here, but these little things happen every day within a business. As much as we plan to avoid stuff, it's always gonna pop up from time to time. And you really have to ask yourself, like, do you want this life? Do you want all this crap in a storage unit? Do you wanna have to buy boxes of bubble mailers? Are you capable of keeping a business account separate from a personal account? Are you capable of growing a business slowly the right way, not thinking you're going to be making 10 grand the first month you start selling? Are you capable of taking out the trash that is going to be required when it comes to selling media? There's so many unknowns that you guys don't see, and I don't want you to have a false reality of, I just hang out in thrift stores all day. I scan stuff with my scanner and I make billions of dollars. It's not the reality. 1,000 scans per store. Go into a store, scan 1,000 items. Find 10 items. Go into another store, scan 1,000 items, find 5 items. Then you got to keep going, right? There's no quitting. I'm already an hour and 15 minutes out. I got to go in regardless of what I'm finding, and I got to put in the same amount of effort every single time. I got to get down on the bottom shelf. I got to get the stuff down here that nobody gets, right? There's so much more that goes into this, and I'm perfectly fine with you being excited to turn this into a full-time opportunity. I just want you to know, like, you got to be hungry. You really got to want this for it to work. And for me, it was easy for me, right? Because I was miserable at my previous job. CVS, like, I would walk around and scoop crap outside and if it got me out of CVS. So like this was something where I was perfectly fine doing it, and I'm capable of getting myself up and going. And Deb has her own business too. So we're kind of, you know, like-minded entrepreneurs. But if you're somebody that needs a schedule, this can still work. You just have to create your own schedule and be your own boss. So that's going to do it for the video. I appreciate watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more usable videos. Bye-bye.